Imagine walking into your home thinking it's just another evening with your family, only to discover the one person you loved and trusted most, the one person you've spent your life building a future with, in the arms of someone else. What do you do when the truth you feared becomes undeniable and you're pushed to the edge of madness? This is the story of a man who confronted his wife's secret lover, and only one of them made it out alive. Before we explore this tragic case, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to True Crime Expose. We share astonishing stories that will challenge your perceptions of trust and loyalty, and this one is sure to leave you questioning everything. Ryan Turner, a 38-year-old, was the embodiment of the American dream. He had it all: success, a loving family, a beautiful home, and a career as a real estate developer that was on the rise. He was the type of man his friends admired, the one who would always lend a helping hand. His wife, Sarah, 35, was the perfect partner. They had built a life together from the ground up, and for years their love seemed unshakable. Sarah was the heart of their family, a devoted mother to their two children, 15-year-old Emma and 12-year-old Luke. She balanced her role as a homemaker with charity work and was often the one organizing family get-togethers, creating the perfect picture of domestic bliss. Their friends saw them as the ideal couple. It was hard to imagine that anything could break them apart, but the cracks started to form slowly, unnoticed at first. Ryan had been working long hours, and Sarah, once the doting wife, started pulling away. Her behavior grew distant, her conversations short, and her attention seemed elsewhere. Ryan didn't think much of it at first. She had always been the supportive one, and he chalked it up to the pressures of managing a family. But deep down, something didn't feel right. And as time went on, that gut feeling began to grow. For weeks, Ryan's unease grew. Sarah, who had once been by his side every evening, started working late more often. She would go out with friends he had never met, claiming it was just a girls' night. But he knew something was off. When he asked about her nights out, she would smile and brush it off, insisting there was nothing to worry about. But Ryan could see it, the subtle shift in her demeanor. Her attention was no longer focused on him, on the family. It was on something or someone else. Then came the night that would change everything. Ryan came home early one evening, a surprise to Sarah. He expected to find her in the kitchen, preparing dinner as she always did. But instead, the house was eerily quiet. The faint sound of voices drifted from the living room. It wasn't the TV or the kids. Ryan's heart skipped a beat. He approached the door to the living room slowly, his mind racing with possibilities. He peeked around the corner, and what he saw froze him in his tracks. There, on the couch, sat Sarah. But she wasn't alone. A man sat beside her, his hand resting too comfortably on her shoulder. Ryan's blood ran cold as he recognized him. His wife's best friend's husband, David Mitchell. Ryan's chest tightened. His worst fears were now a reality. His mind raced as he tried to process what he was seeing. Sarah was laughing, leaning in toward David as if they shared an inside joke, a closeness Ryan had never seen before. The man's hand slid down Sarah's back, and she didn't pull away. Instead, she smiled, her eyes shining in a way Ryan had never seen directed at him. The pain of betrayal hit him like a ton of bricks. His entire life, his love, his trust, shattered in an instant. The anger built up in his chest, rising like a tidal wave, threatening to consume him. His breath quickened as he stepped into the room, his voice trembling with fury. "Sarah, what the hell is this?" She jumped, her face instantly flushing with shock. The man beside her quickly stood up, his face paling as Ryan's glare bore into him. I can explain," Sarah stammered, her voice barely a whisper. "No," Ryan's voice cracked. "There's nothing to explain." His heart pounded in his chest, his hands trembling with rage. Every ounce of trust he had in her, every moment they had shared, felt like a lie. His chest burned with betrayal, and in that instant, he saw red. Without thinking, Ryan lunged forward, his fists clenched. He couldn't control himself. He needed to make it stop, to somehow erase the hurt that was choking him. The man tried to back away, but Ryan was too quick, his anger too much to contain. A struggle erupted between the two men, each push and shove fueled by years of trust and love, now shattered. In a moment of pure, uncontrollable rage, Ryan grabbed the nearest object, a lamp, and swung it violently at David. The blow connected with a sickening thud, and David collapsed to the floor, blood pooling beneath him. Sarah screamed, but Ryan couldn't stop. His world had crumbled. And now it felt like the only way out was to make the pain stop. When the police arrived, they found a scene of chaos. David was dead, his body lying motionless on the floor, blood staining the carpet. Sarah was hysterical, trying to explain, but there were no words to undo the horror that had unfolded. Ryan, standing over David's lifeless body, was arrested and charged with second-degree murder. The town was shaken. A man they had all respected, a father, a husband, was now the center of a tragedy that no one could have predicted. The case sparked debates across the community. Was Ryan justified in his actions? Was his rage a result of the ultimate betrayal, or did he go too far? As the trial approached, the courtroom was divided. The defense argued that Ryan had acted in a moment of emotional distress, driven by the betrayal of the woman he loved. The prosecution, however, painted Ryan as a man who let his emotions control him, and now 2 lives were lost because of it. Was Ryan justified in his actions, driven to madness by betrayal, or did he allow his anger to lead him to something irreversible? Could the pain of betrayal ever justify such a violent response, or did he cross a line that should never have been crossed? If you found this story surprising, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more true crime stories that expose the truth. Thanks for your support. What would you have done in his shoes? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section.